the Bobcats. Davis Ragland, pick six. Feldman, that one will get in. That's a good point right there. A shot coming here. That's a goal. Lifted to left center field. Gets off the warning track into the wall. Transition three. Boom. Knocks that one down. And it's a goal. What a beautiful play. Dutton, look what I found over to first. It's a 3-on-1 all the way. Yes. There he goes. Welcome to the Marshalltown Round House. It's the Polar Bears in town to take on your Marshalltown Bobcats in Iowa Alliance Conference matchup here tonight on KFJB-TV. I'm Brandon Lewis, our producer tonight. It is the one and only David Bragg, as well as Keith Stewart on camera work tonight. Senior night for the Marshalltown Bobcats. You saw that coverage just a moment ago here inside the Roundhouse tonight as the Bobcats get ready to take on the Polar Bears tonight, a team they've dominated in recent history, as the Bobcats 10-0 against the Des Moines North Polar Bears since 2014. North has never won a set in the history since 2014 between these two squads. Ruth Grace and her squad out there on the floor taking their warm-ups as the Bobcats have headed back to the locker room. We'll talk with the head coach, Jen O'Neill, coming up on the countdown to first serve right here on KFJB-TV.
The right insurance agent can make all the difference. Assured Partners agents represent multiple insurance companies. They can pick and choose from a larger variety of outstanding insurance options. Assured Partners also handles life and health insurance and Medicare supplement coverage. With access to local, regional, and national insurance companies, Assured Partners will create policies tailored to the coverage you need. For more information, go online to assuredpartners.com/Marshalltown. Power through partnership with Assured Partners in Marshalltown, Toledo, and West Des Moines.
Some say life is like a road trip. Is it a coincidence Scooter's Coffee is a drive-thru? We don't think so. Whether you need a coffee while you enjoy the view, to just get you through the long stretch, or to refuel between stops, Scooter's Coffee is there, brewing up delicious coffee, espresso blenders, smoothies, iced drinks, and more, with the convenience of a drive-thru so you can stay on the road and enjoy the ride. So go ahead, scoot on around. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast. Scooters in Marshalltown.
Welcome back into the countdown to first serve right here on KFJB-TV. Now joined by Jen O'Neill, head coach for the Marshalltown Bobcats. As the Polar Bears in town, it is senior night. Coach, I know this group of 8 seniors been very pivotal to the success of the Bobcat program over the past few years, but specifically this year, I mean, each and every night it seems like all 6 out there on the floor are seniors starting out the match. So tell me a little bit about, in your mind, how the season's gone along, what you've thought of the progress this class has made.
Yeah, they're very willing to learn, very coachable, wanting to play at a higher level altogether. So I think they've made excellent progress, especially given, my first year and my kind of ideas coming in with how I wanted to run the offense, and we completely switched to a new defense they had never run before. So I would say, yeah, they're so hardworking, and I think our progress shows every time we step out there.
One of the players who's made progress as of recent, you touched on her against her match against Mason City, last one we had for you last week, in Olivia Holmgren. Looked like she played pretty well over the weekend in the tournament. So tell me about where maybe her progress has really come from.
Yeah, Olivia is one of those kids who wants to do well at everything she does. And, we've really had to tell her, let's also make sure we celebrate your successes. So Olivia is a blocking machine for us. Happened last night when we were on Roland Story at their tournament. She just did such a good job of blocking. And then she covers our hitters better than anyone else on the court. So she'll get some digs in there, and even though she doesn't play back row, that's all coming from block coverage. So Olivia has just done a really good job of stepping up in ways that she probably didn't know she would as a middle hitter, but yeah, she's leading in blocks, and she is just so stellar on block coverage. So I'm super proud of her and her progress.
Yeah, it's definitely been fun to see her progress as the season has gone along. And, coming into tonight, you face a down Polar Bears squad. It's been a tough season for them. When you look on the other side of things, though, we kind of touched on it against Mason City, taking care of business. I'm sure that's something you're preaching again here tonight.
Absolutely. Same as, last night, Saturday, we had a tournament too, so we're kind of on our third playable date in a row. But yeah, we talk about that, taking care of our side, staying aggressive on our side, communicating on our side, and eliminating our errors. So yeah, I think we'll continue to do that tonight, and just making sure that we step out of the court playing at the level that we want to play and setting the tone.
Yeah. As you take on the Polar Bears tonight, looking at Haley McCarl, she has 5 kills, 5 blocks up there in that front line. Gracie Stillwell alongside of her. She's got 13 kills coming in tonight. So they have a few players up front in that front line that can do a few things. How do you plan to counter that?
Yeah, I think really just making sure our blocks are closed, trying to block them on the other side. And then again, we've really been preaching defensive positioning, still working on that. We're still trying to, elevate our defensive play, making sure it's not just about getting into a position, but staying on your toes and being ready to move in either direction, or really moving forward. We've been really talking about that, moving forward with your feet first and leading with your arms when you're going for balls. And so we'll just continue to do that, and hopefully we'll get some digs up and get some blocks.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, it is the Polar Bears and the Bobcats coming up in just a little bit. We'll check out the starting squad for the Polar Bears and the Bobcats next right here on KFJB-TV.
At Greg Young Automotive, we go the extra mile for our customers across Iowa. Why do customers choose us and keep coming back? Because our commitment to exceptional service and satisfaction never wavers. With our extensive network of dealerships throughout Iowa, we leverage unbeatable pricing and offer a better inventory selection than other dealerships. Visit any of our 6 locations across the state and experience the Greg Young difference, where we'll go the extra mile for you.
We're gonna have to get creative. Might be in that valley of sin.
That sounds about where I would be at.
Yeah.
Back in on the countdown to first serve. Brandon Lewis with you tonight inside the Marshalltown Round House. As we've got a good one coming up for you tonight as the Bobcats look to end our regular season coverage here on KFJB-TV with a 5-1 record. Right now they're 4-1 in Iowa Alliance Conference play. Meanwhile, for the Des Moines North Polar Bears, they are 0-4. All right, let's check out tonight's starting lineups. All brought to you by Sandvik Enterprises in Marshalltown. Let them deliver for you while we deliver you the starting lineups. First off, for Ruth Grace and the Des Moines North Polar Bears, who are 0-5. They're 3-0 losses in all 5 matches so far this year. They were 2-21 just a year ago. Since 2008, never had more than 4 matches won in a season. So this is a team historically has struggled a little bit on the volleyball floor, as Ruth Grace looks to get them turned around. Starting lineup like this tonight. Number 2, the setter, Mia Sarcano-Mata will get the start. She's at setter at 5'6", 5 kills, 27 digs, 31 assists, 2 aces on the season. Number 3, Haley McCarl, a sophomore, right side, 5'6", 5 kills, 5 blocks coming into this one. Number 4, Gracie Stillwell, a senior outside hitter at 5'2", 13 kills, 22 digs, and an ace on the season. Number 5, Win Mong, a sophomore outside hitter at 5'6", 32 digs, 5 aces. Number 7, Kayla Johnston, a sophomore defensive specialist at 5'8", 16 digs coming into this one tonight. And rounding out the 6 on the floor to start tonight for the North Polar Bears, Norelli Roca, a senior middle hitter at 5'9", 8 kills, 2 ace, 26 blocks for number 9. That's the starting lineup for the Des Moines North Polar Bears. Meanwhile, on the other side of things for your Marshalltown Bobcats tonight, Going to be number 6, Kennedy Feldman, the outside hitter for the Marshalltown Bobcats. Senior at 5'9". She has 102 kills, 15 blocks, 130 digs, and 25 aces on the season. Number 8, Madison Rogers, senior middle hitter at 5'10", 88 kills, 40 blocks, 138 digs, and 12 aces for the senior. Number 10, Lainey Danielson, outside hitter at 5'9", 70 kills, 19 blocks, 14 ace, 111 digs on the season for the Bobcats. Also getting the start, number 16, Gabby Estabrook, senior setter at 5'4", has 28 aces on the season, 192 assists. Olivia Holmgren, number 17, a senior middle hitter at 5'11", leads the team in blocks with 45 and 41 kills, 23 digs to go along with that. And rounding out the 6'4", Jen O'Neill, and the 9 and 15 Marshalltown Bobcats, number 21, Ellie Hughes, a senior right side and setter at 5'8", 59 kills, 123 assists, 24 blocks, 95 digs, and 11 aces. Does really everything you can imagine for the Marshalltown Bobcats. And the libero, not pictured there for the Bobcats tonight, coming in with 32 digs and 10 aces. Number 7, McKenna Coleman, will be the libero tonight for the Marshalltown Bobcats. That's the starting lineups tonight. Again, all brought to you by Sandvik Enterprises in Marshalltown. Let them deliver for you while we deliver you the starting lineups. Well, the Marshalltown Bobcats just down to their final few matches of the season as they round out here tonight's senior night on this Tuesday Iowa Lions Conference matchup. Coming up next, it is First Serve from inside the MHS Round House. You're watching Marshalltown Volleyball right here on your home for the Cats, KFJB-TV.
The equity in your home is power. Power to remodel your home. Take a memorable vacation. Add a deck or patio. Lennox Employees Credit Union can help you unleash the financial power you possess with a home equity loan. Consolidate debt, fund a student loan, or pay for a wedding. The loan process is easy. See Lennox Employees Credit Union, 1004 East Main Street in Marshalltown. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Online at lennoxecu.com.
Life can take unexpected turns. Maybe you started college, but life got in the way. At Marshalltown Community College, we understand. It's never too late to chase your dreams. Come back to where your journey began. Rediscover your passion for learning and let us help you achieve your goals. Schedule a visit today at MarshalltownCommunityCollege.com.
Marshalltown Community College, a step in the right direction.
Miller Middle School turns 100 next year. It has served generations of Marshalltown students well. Education has changed dramatically since Miller opened in 1925. Miller faces a long list of challenges, including limited technology capabilities, lack of space for learning, gathering, and new programming to prepare our students for the next step in their journey. Voters will consider a referendum in November to reimagine Miller for future generations. To learn more, go to MarshalltownCSDfuture.com.
Trying to answer. Lainey Danielson, that one will fall in. And the serve is in. That'll be an ace. A clean one right there. Line set up. It's tipped back. Bowie, Roush, all fired up. Welcome back into the Marshalltown Round House as the Bobcats getting set to square off against the Des Moines North Polar Bears. Polar Bears 0-5 on the season as Marshalltown Bobcats 9-15 heading into our match here tonight. Let's take a look at our keys to the match, all brought to you by First Rate Real Estate. Well, for the Marshalltown Bobcats, do it for the seniors. All 8 of the seniors all play a pivotal role. Ellie Hughes, 59 kills and 5'8". Olivia Holmgren, Gabby Estabrook, a Gay, as well as Lady Danielson, Madison Rogers, McKenna Coleman, and Kennedy Feldman. So all pivotal in their role in the lineup for Jen O'Neill and the Marshalltown Bobcats. We'll see if they can do it on senior night and come away with the victory. Frozen 4 as the Polar Bears are 0-4 in conference play. Can they break through the ice wall for their first conference win here tonight? They'll try to do it on the road. And it's been a tough season, but, never too late to turn things around. That is our look at our keys to the match here tonight inside the MHS Round House. Well, good crowd on hand here tonight on this Tuesday night. Our final regular season broadcast of Bobcat Volleyball. We'll have postseason action coming up later this month. Still awaiting postseason assignments. Imagining the Bobcats, like a year ago, they hosted their first round match. Possibly in position to do so again this year. As both lineups being finalized by the officials. Our official up top on the far side is set to go. And the official on the near side has handed the lineups to the official scorekeeper. And it looks like we are good to go. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Support our broadcast here on KFJB-TV. And turn on those upcoming game alerts and get those notifications. Gabby Estabrook with our first serve. We are underway. North with a miss hit. McKenna Coleman flails at it. Might have been a touch strong, but nevertheless we'll go back and forth. Left-handed kill attempt. Strung it up by McCarl as the Bobcats were able to counter. Bumped up there in the middle, played over, and North will get their first point of the night. Rocha, the senior middle hitter, all fired up there in the middle, earning the first point of the night for the Polar Bears. 1-0 here in our first set. Head coach Ruthie Grace just sitting down right there as she watches on as the the sophomore in Win Mong, her serve away. Into the attacking area. Set up for Hughes to the back line. That one's going to come up short. McCarl, the sophomore, plays it in the right spot for the point. 2-0 Polar Bears. Mong, 5 aces on the season. Righty will sneak it over. Tipping off the top of the net, and it's 3-0 North. Mong's third serve in a row. That one, a line drive into the net. Point Bobcats 3-1. Feldman back to serve for the Bobcats. Senior at 5'9", 25 aces coming into the night, and she'll get one right there. As that will get the Bobcats back within 1-3-2 our count. Feldman's second serve. Misplayed, another ace right there for Feldman. Strong on the touch on the far side by Stillwell, and we're tied. We're 4-3 now. Bobcats with their first lead of the match. Feldman to serve again. A dig by Estabrook, bumped over to the far side. Hughes sneaks one over the net. Dig on the back line by Mata, not able to come up with it, and Cats are up now 5-3. Small jump serve is away by Feldman. That'll be an ace as it falls in on the far side, just inside the sideline. And actually, they ruled that one just out. So a late change by the official up top. And the Polar Bears get back a point, 5-4. Bobcats still up by 1. Coleman. She'll tap her chest. That one on her. That one just ate her up. Not an overly hard line drive, but enough by Rocha to get the job done to tie it at 5 here in the first set. Floater is long, and that one will sail out on the end line. 6-5 Cats. That one too far in the net. A tough play for Mata in the attacking area. That'll fall in for the Bobcats. 7-5 the lead. As Madison Rogers on to serve. 12 aces on the season. Jump serve away. Floats it over. A tough dig attempt for Stillwell. Ace for Rogers. 8-5. Rogers gets the service call. It's away. Up to the far side. Played over lightly. Backside to Hughes. Beautiful placement right there. She just soft tap her over the net. 9-5 Cats. Look at that last play by Hughes. Rogers serve away. Eating up the back line in Mong. 10-5. Bobcats just like that have doubled up the Bears. As Polar Bears started out 3-0 in the first set. Bobcats chasing around all over the place. Lady Danielson loading up and picking up the point. 11-5 is a big kill right there. That will force the Polar Bears to take a timeout. We will take a timeout with them as well. 11-5. Bobcats leading in the first set.
McGregor's Furniture and Mattress is your local furniture store in Marshalltown, and they are proud to support Marshalltown Bobcat Athletics. If you want to kick off football season in a new recliner, pass the bread at a beautiful new dining set, or lay up on a luxurious sectional sofa, McGregor's is the right play. Score the mattress of your dreams with an assist from their friendly and knowledgeable staff. You'll be the household MVP when you bring home the winning selections at McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, downtown Marshalltown. Open 7 days a week.
Yeah, Bobcat Live will be on location this Thursday night as North will pick up a point out of the timeout. Bobcats can't get the third over on the air right there, so 11-6 now, Polar Bears. But yeah, Bobcat Live, it is homecoming week for the Bobcats, and so we'll be broadcasting the homecoming parade on Main Street in downtown Marshalltown from 6 to 7 p.m. as we'll be outside Zeno's. Come by, say hi in downtown Marshalltown. Little poke by Danielson is over on senior night, and she'll pick up the point, 12-6. That one able to just get it past the combo block there of the Polar Bears. Lauren O'Neill to serve. She played in the JV earlier tonight. 8 aces on the year. That one strong to the back line. Feldman not able to get a good touch. So point Polar Bears. Bobcats with homecoming week and senior night. This has definitely not been one of their stronger starts of the season against one of the lower opponents in the Iowa Alliance Conference. But just the first set of the night. Big smack, right-handed smack and a kill by Holmgren. 13-7 Bobcats. Lady Danielson to serve. Strong to the back line. Touched third. 2. Play it over. That will fall in. Feldman a bump to the front line. Set it backside. Bowie smacks it, but it's into the net. And that will be a North Point 13-8. Taking a look at 5A scores around the state tonight. Pleasant Valley, one of the top teams in 5A. 3-0 win over Davenport North tonight. Taking place in a duel tonight, Indianola and Newton, as Indianola leading the first set there, 1-0. Waukegan, Ankeny, Centennial in the Metro, Southeast Polk, Urbandale, Johnston and Valley, Ankeny and Dowling Catholic as well. In Iowa Alliance Conference action, Antelmo is taking on Waterloo East. Mason City and Des Moines Lincoln tonight. Point right there for the Bobcats. Bump up into the front line for North. Third is over. Coleman bumps it up to the front line. Set up on the outside. Feldman hammers it home for the point. 15-8. Wow. Good placement. Just nothing to do right there for Stillwell. Jalen Stillwell on the back line. That was a tough one to try to counter on. Feet were set for Coleman, but the serve is strong and out on the back line. So service error right there results in North picking up the points. And the serve for Mata is away. It's played by the Bobcats. And North is back within 5. Serve into the net for the Polar Bears. Mata just off the line there for the sophomore. 16-10, Bobcats now leading. Gabby Estabrook to serve, senior setter. Drive, jump serve away. Good dig. Quick play for Mata, but 2 touches on that. (17-10) now as Estabrook's second serve. Good serve, tough play. Third for North is over. Set up a little bit awkwardly. Good dive. Polar Bears, though, can't complete the trail end of it. That was a heck of a dig by Ailey McCarl. But just couldn't quite put all the pieces together, and it'll result in a Bobcat point, 18-10. Another serve by Estabrook. Set up in the middle. Miss it right there by the Polar Bears. 19-10 Bobcats. Set up for Rogers. Slight tapper and into the net. McCarl was trying to go after it, but tapped it into the net. And a timeout will be taken by the Polar Bears. We'll take one with them. This is Bobcat Volleyball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
You look forward to retirement as your time to relax. But now that it's here, turns out relaxation is overrated and you'd rather get back to work with an idea of your own. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement plans change course, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
Wayward Social is the place for fun. With 20 lanes of bowling, leagues for all levels, great food and drink options, an awesome arcade, there is a ton of fun to be had at Wayward Social. And that's just on the inside. Step outside and enjoy patio life at Gutter Point with drinks, shuffleboard, live music, and fun atmosphere. Follow Wayward Social on Facebook for updates on specials and live music. It is all on South 6th Street in Marshalltown. Visit wayward-social.com to plan your next visit to the place for fun.
Serve away out of the timeout, and that one going to be strong for the Bobcats as Gabby Estabrook ends a run of good serves. And so Polar Bears pick up a point out of the timeout. 20-11 is our count. Mong, sophomore serve away. Bumped up to the front line, set up outside. Feldman smacks it home. It's blocked, but it falls out. And a point for the Bobcats, up by 10. Kennedy Feldman will serve. 25 aces on the season for her. And floats this one over to the far side. A little strong on that setup. Now the set to the middle. Rogers, big smack, but can't finish it off. Now that was Danielson who blocked it and played it over. Ellie Hughes will find a little luck as she'll sneak this one over for the point. 22-11. Bobcats have doubled up the Polar Bears. Feldman serve away. Rogers smacks it long to the back line, and Polar Bears scramble to try to get there. Can't quite. As that will fall in as McCarl, the last to touch it for the Polar Bears. 23-11 now. Feldman floats it over. Good dig. Third is over. Just out of reach. Feldman couldn't get it handled initially. Danielson tried to play it back, but it was too far into the Bobcat sideline. And so the Polar Bears with a point, 23-12. Serve into the net, and the set point will be on the line as the Bobcats will serve. Olivia Holmgren's back into the match. McKenna Coleman will check out. Rogers to serve. Estabrook sets up for Danielson, smacks it home and picks up the point and closes out the first set, 25-12. As the Bobcats win this one handily. Started out Polar Bears 3-0, but the Bobcats slowly creep back in, got the lead, and never looked back to win the first set. 1-0 it stands after one. This is Bobcat Volleyball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
Don't let concerns about shifts in the market disrupt your long-term financial goals. Edward Jones financial advisor Zach Wall can help. He'll work with you on an investment strategy for long-term results. Edward Jones can give you the tools and knowledge for a steady approach to hitting your financial targets. Get started by giving Zach Wall a call at 641-752-3017 in Marshalltown or visiting edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
McGregor's Furniture and Mattress is your local furniture store in Marshalltown, and they are proud to support Marshalltown Bobcat Athletics. If you want to kick off football season in a new recliner, pass the bread at a beautiful new dining set, or lay up on a luxurious sectional sofa, McGregor's is the right play. Score the mattress of your dreams with an assist from their friendly and knowledgeable staff. You'll be the household MVP when you bring home the winning selections at McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, downtown Marshalltown. Open 7 days a week.
Life can take unexpected turns. Maybe you started college, but life got in the way. At Marshalltown Community College, we understand. It's never too late to chase your dreams. Come back to where your journey began. Rediscover your passion for learning and let us help you achieve your goals. Schedule a visit today at MarshalltownCommunityCollege.com.
Marshalltown Community College, a step in the right direction.
Miller Middle School turns 100 next year. It has served generations of Marshalltown students well. Education has changed dramatically since Miller opened in 1925. Miller faces a long list of challenges, including limited technology capabilities, lack of space for learning, gathering, and new programming to prepare our students for the next step in their journey. Voters will consider a referendum in November to reimagine Miller for future generations. To learn more, go to MarshalltownCSDfuture.com.
That's unlucky. We're gonna have to get creative. Might be in that valley of sin.
That sounds about where I would be at.
After one set, 25-12, Bobcats leading 1-0 in an Iowa Lions conference matchup here tonight. Here's how that first set came to an end as Lady Danielson took one home, and then the Bobcats were celebrating in between set 1 and 2 there. After our own heart here tonight in David Braga, who confirms he was in choir in high school, so he loves to sing. Don't we all? All right, we are good to go for set 2 as check-ins complete. The Bears serve to begin, floating one over and set up. Fake it to Rogers and into the net. On the Polar Bears, a violation, so point for the Bobcats to begin this second set. Wasn't the cleanest first set there for the Bobcats, but you'll never not take a 25-12 win. Things definitely got better as the set went on, but right here, a block attempt by Hughes. Not able to get that one, and so it will be a point for the Polar Bears. We're tied at 1 apiece. Back to serve, it'll be Win Mong. Quite a few serves in that first set. Coleman handles the serve, and now a kill, and it will be picked up for the Bobcats. Point right there, 2-1. There'll be a Holmgren back into the match. McKenna Coleman will check out. And a miss hit by McCarl. 3-1 now, Bobcats. Rogers serve. Set up. And strong for McCarl again. 4-1 Bobcats. Set was off the mark. And just caused McCarl to kind of lean back a little bit too much and sail that one a little bit high and long. Bumped up high to the front line, and the kill attempt is off the mark by Rocha, and that will be Another point for the Bobcats. 5-1 now, second set. Rogers jump serve away. She'll float it over. Dig is strong. Hughes with the rejection. Polar Bears keep it alive, though. Dig by Rogers up to the front line. Set up for Hughes. She's strong. Point for the Bobcats, or excuse me, for the Polar Bears. 5-2. Rocha to serve. The back line to Gay. Set up there for Danielson. Poked it over. Polar Bears keep it alive. That one's going to be out on the near side. And it flies into the Bobcat bench. For the Bobcat point, 6-2. Lauren O'Neill, Kinsley Bowie back into the match. Lauren O'Neill will serve. Carl's third for the Polar Bears over. O'Neill to the front line. Holmgren reaching over and getting that one in. And the point, 7-2 Bobcats. She really had to use all those lanky arms to get that over. O'Neill served to the back line. Now to the attacking zone. McCarl's third is over, but I believe they're going to roll two contacts, and it is. 8-2 now. Another serve for O'Neill. Dig set up. Outside, and a good response by Rogers. Danielson loads up. Great dig by the Polar Bears, though. Good call right there on Stillwell to get the third over. Now Holmgren, and two contacts going to be called on the Bobcats as well, as both teams kind of trade those in and out, and it's 8-3 Polar Bears with the point. Jalen Stillwell, senior, will serve. Bobcats into the net. Point for the Polar Bears, 8-4. They have cut the Bobcat lead in half. And a serve into the net. Offline by Stillwell, and so 9-4 now the count. Substitution. Feldman back into the match as Agay will check out. Service is away. Third is over now for the Polar Bears. Dig by Rogers, set up near side by Feldman as she pushes that over. And another two contacts going to be ruled. Bates right there with the misplay. Holmgren gets the feed on the setup, but it's strong. 10-5. Stillwell floats the serve over. Hughes controls it, set up for Bowie. Bowie's kill is returned on the third by the Polar Bears. Here comes Holmgren, and she'll get the kill. A little short rally right there for both squads. McKenna Coleman's back into the match. She'll serve. Polar Bears trying their best on the far side, but couldn't quite get all to it right there to get the third over And it's a point for the Bobcats, 12-5. Coleman serve, a line drive over, misplayed by Stillwell, can't handle it. And so a point for the Bobcats, and we're going to see a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them, 13-5 Bobcats. Welcome back to the Marshalltown Round House as the Bobcats tonight leading 13-5 in the second set. They lead 1-0 overall after winning the first set 25-12 tonight. North has had a few nice moments, though, as that last time out called by the Polar Bears. Again, if you're just joining us, Bobcats 10-0 against North since 2014. North has not won a set in their history dating back to the 2014 season. So it's either been a 3-0 or a 2-0 win for the Bobcats. Polar Bears trying to do something they haven't done in recent history. And a dive attempt. Polar Bears not on the same page right there. They get together and sort things out. As Bobcats, McKenna Coleman will serve now, leading 14-5. Right-handed serve away. She leans back. Third is over, hit by Gracie Stillwell. Make a setup for Rogers. Feldman pounded that one, but a good dig and a return by the Polar Bears. Set up for Rogers. Kind of a cut shot right there, and Polar Bears aren't able to long-term control it, and a point for the Bobcats, 15-5. Just kind of cutting on that one, trying to get the nice spin, and ended up paying off for the Bobcats. Line drive serve, and the dig is not able to be controlled on that back line by the Polar Bears as it sails into the North bench, and a point for the Cats, 16-5 now. They lead. Coleman's serve was initially returned. Cross-court shot there by Bowie. Polar Bears, third is over. Hughes sets up for Feldman, who pounds in the kill. A dive on the back line by Mong, and she just could not get to it. Look at that. Good kill right there for the senior. Coleman serve. Low dig and a setup, but they cannot play the third over, as that one will be a point as Bates not able to get enough on it to get it over the net. So Bobcats leading 18-5 now here in the second set. They're going to roll two contacts again. I think at home with this specific crew, we lead the league, the Iowa Lions Conference, in two contacts. They are all over that call. Coleman serve away, and the third is now over for the Polar Bears. Backside Bowie. Blocked in the front line. Combo block right there by Rogers and Bowie. Set up for Rogers. Slight tapper is over on the near side. She finds the open spot and picks up the point to give the Cats a 25 lead. Coleman back to serve. That's going to be strong and a point for the Bobcats, 21-5. Coleman another serve. Dig attempts, not able to control it right there. And so it sails over by the north bench, and a point for the Bobcats, 22-5 the count. Kenna Coleman floating over that serve, and third will fall onto the north side, 23-5. Polar Bears take another timeout. We'll take another one with them. This is Bobcat Volleyball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
Sportsmanship starts with us.
As a student athlete, I need to model good behavior and represent my school appropriately.
That means respecting my teammates, coaches, opponents, the officials, and fans.
If I do that, so will others, and being a good sport becomes a way of life.
To all of Iowa's student athletes getting ready to compete, remember, sportsmanship starts with us.
It's been all Bobcats tonight inside the Round House on senior night and also homecoming week. Nice combo block by the Bobcats. A really nice play. And then finished off with a nice touch by Rogers. And so Bobcats leading 23-5 out of the timeout taken by the Polar Bears. Bobcats looking to finish off this second set to go up 2-0. Coleman's serve eats up the Polar Bears. Third is going to sneak over. Dig by Rogers. Now they set it up to Danielson. Coleman. Backside Bowie. And she'll get the kill right there as she comes into the season and into our match here tonight. 28 kills this year. Set point on the line here for Coleman as she'll serve again. And that's misplayed on the dig attempt by Edekari, and the senior can't control it, and that will end up at a point for the Bobcats. 25-5 as things look down to more business as usual for the Bobcats. They have a 2-0 lead as we hit the intermission here inside the Roundhouse.
Some say life is like a road trip. Is it a coincidence Scooter's Coffee is a drive-thru? We don't think so. Whether you need a coffee while you enjoy the view, to just get you through the long stretch, or to refuel between stops, Scooter's Coffee is there, brewing up delicious coffee, espresso blenders, smoothies, iced drinks, and more, with the convenience of a drive-thru so you can stay on the road and enjoy the ride. So go ahead, scoot on around. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast. Scooters in Marshalltown.
At Sports Plus Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy Center, we customize each patient's treatment plan to their individual needs. What does that mean? It means that not every back or knee problem is treated the same, and that your program will be unique and designed especially for your needs or problem. This improves how quickly you will return to work or sports. The Sports Plus staff is encouraging and takes pride in your successful recovery. This is just one more reason why champions choose Sports Plus Physical Therapy as their favorite place to rehabilitate and train.
At Tyler Fishong State Farm, we are M-Town proud.
For us, M-Town proud is about having absolute pride in the place that we live and work. The people in this community represent everything that I believe in and everything I want to instill in my children.
Hardworking,
Diverse,
genuine,
kind, and passionate.
A blue-collar town that has shown countless times we can depend on each other.
We'd love to talk to you about what makes you
M-Town proud.
Match update inside the Roundhouse. Bobcats took the first set 25-12. They trailed 3-0 early on to the Polar Bears, but Bobcats owned the second set 25-5 here tonight against the Polar Bears. And look at one of the key plays in that second set. A kill right there by Feldman. Third set starts next as we're in our intermission here inside the Roundhouse on KFJB-TV.
When my kids come home from camp, they're so excited. They go on and on about all the activities they got to do. My son loves to go fishing, cooking, photography, kayaking, zip line, archery, robotics, camping, oceanography, swimming, and radio. He's got so many fun stories that he would share that we just wouldn't have otherwise. Being involved in scouting, my boys have made lifelong friendships. I would recommend putting your kids in scouting. It's a great way for them to learn skills while having fun.
Gabby Estabrook serving to get the third set underway. Polar Bears outside the antenna on the return, and so it's 1-0. Bobcats leading as we start our third set. Gabby Estabrook back to serve again as the senior will float that one over on the jump serve. That's going to be outside the pole there on the far side. And that will be 2-0 lead for the Bobcats here in the third. Estabrook, third serve in a row now. Jump serve away. Looks it to the back line, up into the attacking zone for the Polar Bears. Slight poke over. Good dive by Estabrook, third over, and Polar Bears going to try to return it here with McCarl, nobody home. That'll pick up the points. So Haley McCarl, good placement right there to get the Polar Bears on the board here in the third. Coleman controls the dig. They set up. And that one hangs on the net and will fall in. And a point for the Bobcats. Joust, as they call it right there. Ball just kind of sitting on the net, spinning around. And miscommunication. Stillwell, nobody home after her dig. And so that will be a Bobcat point, 4-1. That one will fall out of play near the scorer's table. So a point for North. And back to serve will be Rocha. Substitution as Emmy Van Reenen, a senior, is in. Backside, Rogers. I believe she might have been into the net or over the line, one of the two. Over the line, I believe. All right, so point 5-2 as North was over the line there. Rogers will serve. Miscommunication, two bump each other in Mata and Van Reenen. She just checked in. And that one falls in, and it is a point for the Bobcats. 6-2 now. Rogers jump serve into the net. Point for the Polar Bears, 6-3. Self-defense by McCarl there. And right there she touches. And can't control that kill attempt. And so it's a kill for the Bobcats, 7-3 the lead. She knew she was just not quite in the right place. Caught off guard there, but McCarl, just a sophomore. She's had some nice plays tonight for the Polar Bears. Serve to the back line, bumped up, set up on the outside, blocked by the Bobcats. They'll keep it alive here. O'Neal sets up for Bowie. Bowie pushes it over, a good dig. A dive attempt, and the second one was over. Second hit for the Polar Bears over. Bobcats miss hit, and the Polar Bears find a point, 7-4. Well, Hughes is back into the match. Hughes sets up for Rogers, who loads up at one. Gonna be into the net off the dig. It just went a little bit too far back the other way. And tough for North to make a play on it, so 8-4 now. Lenny Danielson to serve. Up to the attacking area, and that had a lot of power on it, but Van Reenen sends it into the Bobcat bench. 9-4. Danielson serve to the back line, tough to handle, and a point will fall in for the Bobcats, and timeout going to be called by the Polar Bears. It's 10-4. We are in the third set right here on KFJB-TV.
In Iowa, we are fortunate to have a lot of opportunities to get involved in at our schools.
Athletics and activities have so many positive effects. From learning how to build relationships and healthy lifestyles,
And gain self-esteem and confidence.
Make participation a priority. You and your school will benefit.
In the third set, Bobcats leading by 6, 10-4. After taking the first set, 25-12, 25-5 in the second. Timeout just called there a moment ago by the North Polar Bears head coach, Ruth Grace. Polar Bears are 0-4 in conference play. This here tonight with a victory would push the Bobcats to 10 victories on the season, as well as a 5-1 conference record. Big load up for the Bobcats. Return, another play over, and Polar Bears can't control it as the Bobcats pick up the point, 11-4. So, good job right there by Feldman in the front line. I believe she was the one to get the kill right there at the end, and then she also got the block up there in the front line as Lainey Danielson serves. 2 Polar Bears call for it. Sail it out on the far side over near the student section. Andy Danielson serve. Ellie Hughes controls. Rogers third for Feldman is over. Almost eating up Martinez to the back line, but the Polar Bears do get it over. Holmgren. Good return by the Polar Bears. And that one will fall out. Polar Bears can't control. And so the red and blue will pick up another point, 13-4, third set. Danielson, another serve. That one's going to be out on the near sideline. Black and green will get a point back. Well, Indianola took on Newton earlier tonight, and Indianola rolls over Newton 3-0. 25-10, 25-7, and 25-11 tonight. Kill attempt right there by Feldman. But the Bobcats cede a point to the Polar Bears. And so it's now 13-6. And Xavier leading Dubuque Senior 2-0. Waller Catholic is leading Dubuque Hempstead 2-0. Iowa City High is leading Cedar Falls 2-1. As they're going to the fourth set. 2 contacts by the Polar Bears, and the Bobcats get a point back, 14-6. Coleman bumps it third. Bowie gets it over. And a miss hit by Gracie Stillwell, and it's 15-6 Bobcats. Valley Tigers leading Johnston in volleyball action 2-0 right now. And it looks like a point got to be picked up here. There's 2 contacts for the Bobcats, 15-7. Gay on the back line, got the dig. Rogers smacks it over on the third. Rogers got a fingertip on that one. Trying for the block. Feldman trying to get the kill. Good dig. Third is over for the Polar Bears. Set up backside, Bowie pushes it over. Boy, good dig right there. McCarl's third is over for the Polar Bears. Fake it to Rogers. Kill right there for Feldman. Picks up the point. It's now 16-7. Cats on top of the Bears. Taking a look at the last play. They faked it to Rogers, and Feldman got that point. Gabby Estabrook will serve. Up into the attacking zone, a missed setup. But the Polar Bears were able to get it over, and this one can't cross over the net. Point for the Polar Bears, 16-8. Coleman bumps it up to the front, set up. And Feldman doing a nice job as she came in, swung at that one, and found it where the Polar Bears were not to pick up the point, 17-8. Gonna need Feldman to serve. And this one not able to be controlled on the back line by Kayla Johnston. And so another point for the Bobcats, 18-8 now. Polar Bears sneak one over on the third. Set up for Danielson, pokes to the back line. They're going to call 2 contacts again. Through 2 sets here tonight, it looks like Southeast Polk leading Urbandale now 2-0. And other volleyball action. Also, final tonight, Ames sweeps Des Moines Roosevelt 3-0 tonight. Program's first sweep over the Rough Riders since 2011. So, wow, that's pretty impressive there for the Ames Little Cyclones tonight. Pretty much locks up the Iowa Alliance Conference North side of things as Ames already defeated Marshalltown earlier this season. Hughes smacks that one to the back line strong and out, and a point for North. 18-11. Coleman up to the front line to Rogers. Cross court kill, and it is a point for the Bobcats, 19-11. Madison Rogers to serve. Jump serve away. Line drive. And into the net. Johnston not quite ready for that one, 20-11. Rogers will serve again. And the dig attempt is returned on the Bobcats side. They bump up for Rogers in the middle. And a little self-defense out of the Polar Bears. But can't return, 21-11. Rogers sends it over. Set up by Estabrook, and a Holmgren and Danielson in the same area. Danielson, it's the block right there. Holmgren was able to help get it over. Block up front. Ellie Hughes, the center of that, as she teams up on the combo block with Olivia Holmgren. But Hughes was the one who definitely got a piece of that. Helped the Bobcats get the point, 22-11. The Bobcats have doubled up the Polar Bears here in the third. Look for the clean sweep tonight here inside the Roundhouse. Holmgren smacks that one in there. Good dig by Martinez. Third is over. Holmgren misplays. And a point for the green and black, 22-12. A far setup for Holmgren as she leads that one over. Holmgren reaches over, blocks that one, picks up the point, 23-12. Lauren O'Neill is back into the match. Kinsley Bowie as well. Serve away. A bump into the front. That one's going to be strong. And so Gracie Stillwell gives the Bobcats a point. And we're down to our match point tonight, 24-12. O'Neill to close things out. Serve to the back line. Bumped up to the front. O'Neill calls for the setup. Danielson got that one over. Third is over. O'Neill goes for it. Polar Bears will win back a point. 24-12. 24-13, excuse me now. Gabby Estabrook's back into the match as Kinsley Bowie check out. O'Neill is out. Serve over. Ellie Hughes sets it up for Holmgren, smacks it over. Polar Bears keep it alive. Third is blocked. Bobcats keep it going. Ellie Hughes will set it up. Rogers has to wait on it. That one is in. Wow, for a point for North, 24-14. All right, so don't count the Polar Bears out just yet here in the third set. Serve is away by Stillwell. Set up backside, Danielson pokes it over. Block up front. Bowie, Holmgren combine on it, and that will give the Bobcats the win here in the third set. 25-14 as the Bobcats a clean 3-0 sweep here tonight against the North Polar Bears, as that will improve the Bobcats' record to 10-15, and that will drop the Polar Bears to 0-6. They're now 0-5 in Iowa Alliance Conference action on the season. This is Bobcat Volleyball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
Don't let concerns about shifts in the market disrupt your long-term financial goals. Edward Jones financial advisor Zach Wall can help. He'll work with you on an investment strategy for long-term results. Edward Jones can give you the tools and knowledge for a steady approach to hitting your financial targets. Get started by giving Zach Wall a call at 641-752-3017 in Marshalltown or visiting edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Wayward Social is the place for fun. With 20 lanes of bowling, leagues for all levels, great food and drink options, an awesome arcade, there is a ton of fun to be had at Wayward Social. And that's just on the inside. Step outside and enjoy patio life at Gutter Point with drinks, shuffleboard, live music, and fun atmosphere. Follow Wayward Social on Facebook for updates on specials and live music. It is all on South 6th Street in Marshalltown. Visit wayward-social.com to plan your next visit to the place for fun.
You're an empty nester closing in on that retirement property. Chances are your plans didn't include mom moving in, but life happens and you do the right thing. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement means caring for yourself and a loved one, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
At Sports Plus Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy Center, we customize each patient's treatment plan to their individual needs. What does that mean? It means that not every back or knee problem is treated the same, and that your program will be unique and designed especially for your needs or problem. This improves how quickly you will return to work or sports. The Sports Plus staff is encouraging and takes pride in your successful recovery. This is just one more reason why champions choose Sports Plus Physical Therapy as their favorite place to rehabilitate and train.
Bobcats now 10 and 15 on the season with a 3-0 victory here tonight. As Bobcats, they're in that third set. Went back and forth with the Polar Bears. Couple of kill attempts and then ended up falling in there for a point. So Bobcats 25-12, 25-5, and 25-14 victors here tonight inside the Roundhouse. We'll close things up next inside the Marshalltown Roundhouse as the Bobcats win it on senior night right here on KFJB-TV.
Some say life is like a road trip. Is it a coincidence Scooter's Coffee is a drive-thru? We don't think so. Whether you need a coffee while you enjoy the view, to just get you through the long stretch, or to refuel between stops, Scooter's Coffee is there, brewing up delicious coffee, espresso blenders, smoothies, iced drinks, and more, with the convenience of a drive-thru so you can stay on the road and enjoy the ride. So go ahead, scoot on around. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast. Scooters in Marshalltown.
The right insurance agent can make all the difference. Assured Partners agents represent multiple insurance companies. They can pick and choose from a larger variety of outstanding insurance options. Assured Partners also handles life and health insurance and Medicare supplement coverage. With access to local, regional, and national insurance companies, Assured Partners will create policies tailored to the coverage you need. For more information, go online to assuredpartners.com/Marshalltown. Power through partnership with Assured Partners in Marshalltown, Toledo, and West Des Moines.
At Greg Young Automotive, we go the extra mile for our customers across Iowa. Why do customers choose us and keep coming back? Because our commitment to exceptional service and satisfaction never wavers. With our extensive network of dealerships throughout Iowa, we leverage unbeatable pricing and offer a better inventory selection than other dealerships. Visit any of our 6 locations across the state and experience the Greg Young difference, where we'll go the extra mile for you.
Some drivers trade cars every year or every other year. Some drive their cars till they drop. Whatever kind of driver you are, Lennox Employees Credit Union is here to get you into the car for your style of driving. You're invited to go to our website, lennoxecu.com, for membership eligibility and loan rates, or call the office to talk to a loan officer. The loan process is quick and easy. Low auto loan rates from Lennox Employees Credit Union, 1004 East Main Street in Marshalltown. Member NCUA.
3-0 victory for the Marshalltown Bobcats tonight as we close out regular season action on KFJB-TV. Bobcats still have another match coming up inside the Roundhouse as they take on Des Moines East next week on the 10th of October. And, of course, coming up here on KFJB-TV this week, it's homecoming week. So we'll have Bobcat Live out and about at Zeno's in downtown Marshalltown on Main Street from 6 until 7. We'll have homecoming parade live coverage as Dylan Doze and I will be out there. Come by, stop, and say hi. Maybe grab a slice of pizza at Zeno's. Then on Friday night, it's the homecoming football game. Marshalltown takes on Waterloo West Friday at 7:30 p.m. Pregame coverage starts at 6:30. Thanks so much to our staff here tonight. David Braga, our producer, Keith Stewart on camera. I'm Brandon Lewis. Have a great rest of your Tuesday night. You have been watching Marshalltown Bobcat Volleyball right here on your home for the Cats, KFJB-TV.